Hello, this is Charlie. This is about, a lot of people ask me who's had readings off me, you know, and the type of gift I've got. How I got to be a medium, you know, because some people, when they've had readings, some are gobsmacked and some are not. Well, we've all got a gift anyway. Spirits work through everybody. I've said this on loads of videos, and they really do, even the ones that don't believe spirits work through them. To cut the story short, I was messing with tarot cards and Ouija boards and all this sort of stuff, and I didn't really think about life after death or anything. I just messed with them, being ignorant when you're a kid, 16 years old I was, and just messing around with me mates and stuff like that. And I showed an interest in it. And as soon as you show an interest in anything like tarot cards or Ouija boards, spirits will try and keep you interested to tell you that they're there. As the years went on in my life, I went through a divorce, and I was vulnerable, down in the dumps, depressed, looking for happiness again. You know, I was messing around. Well, spirits take advantage of people like that. I was living on my own, no responsibilities, hoping that my wife would come back and all this sort of stuff. And spirits took me over. And when I mean taking me over, so people understand the spiritual development, but it's being possessed by spirits, and they're running my mind. And some people that go through this in the world, when they're taken over by spirits because they're vulnerable, end up either committing suicide or ending up in a nut house or something like that. But I got through it all because the type of upbringing I've had and stuff like this, my mother radiated us up, and no dad. We had to fight for ourselves, so I was a bit of a hard person. But anyone that's weak wouldn't get through this. I do know certain people which have tried to help that's gone through this being possessed by spirits, spiritual development, and they've ended up committing suicide because they couldn't handle the voices in their head. You know, I mean, a lot of people out there will find it hard to believe this, but this gift was forced upon me. And believe it or not, it's celebrity spirits that actually do take advantage of you. I'm mentioning no names and celebrities, but if you look on YouTube, like of messages from the famous, which I've done, you'll know what I mean. And if you look at the dates on them, I haven't been doing for a long time, because I've got more control of this gift now over all these years than what the spirits have got over me. They know I don't mess about. You've got to have discipline with spirits, because they'll take the piss, if I can put it that way. Anyway, that's how I got this gift. And one person I picked up was Nostradamus. I think I said that right. And he said to me, "You've been picked for a reason because of the type of person you are and the way you put things over to people." And he was going on about the Great Seven. And famous spirits sort of used me in 2007 when the dead will actually arise from their grave, and and that's what Nostradamus said, if you know a bit of history of them. And I have put it on this video, and it's even to do with my name, so it means something. I'm a bit gobsmacked by some of the things that have been said to me from spirits while I've been taken over. But they wouldn't have used me if I wasn't vulnerable and down in the dumps and showing an interest in it. Like I've said to a lot of people that mess around with fortune telling. I mean, it would be hard for a lot of people to believe in this sort of thing, but my kids, for one, Jason and Melanie, they actually thought that I was cracking up, and because I was living on my own, and I had to prove to them that I wasn't. And I had to prove to them, and I started going to a spiritual church, which you didn't even know what about them. I didn't know anything about them. It used to fascinate me how tarot cards work, and I didn't know that the spiritual world used them as tools and all that. But I proved it to my kids, And you've had enough evidence off me and loads of other psychics that how can someone do that and tell you what's going to happen the next day, you know? I had to prove to them that I wasn't cracking up, to prove to them that I was hearing dead people. And I have got a rare gift, and when I say a rare gift, it's a type of gift because spirits have done what they've done. I do hear voices when I stop talking, whereas some psychics don't. And most of the people that ask me about how I got my gift are on Facebook. If most of the people that don't believe in this sort of thing, like, you should go on my profile on Facebook, because these people that have had readings off me have been a bit gobsmacked by, you know, what they did on the nail, you know. And it's nothing to do with cold reading or anything like that, like some of you people on YouTube say, you like, because it's nothing to do with that. There's no such thing as cold reading to a genuine psychic. There really isn't. And these people are not stupid that's on Facebook. I mean, you can't go up to someone and say, how the chemist, what's the name? Do you say, yeah. You know, asking questions is nothing when you put facts with these questions. Anyway, you people want to go on Facebook that are a bit wary about this, like, you know, all them comments there, you know, write to them if you want and ask them yourself. But anyway, that's going on a bit here. That's how I got my gift anyway. It was forced upon me for a reason. And it was the spiritual world that done it. God might have something to do with it, like, but I wouldn't know about that. Like I've said before, the spiritual world don't even know there's a God and stuff like that. And anyway, that's another thing. I'll be doing a video about all that, about life after death, because there's a lot of ignorant people out there. Anyway, that's how I got my gift. My advice to all you people there that's interested to be a psychic, just do it properly. You don't want to be ignorant and ignore the things like Ouija boards and tarot cards. If you show an interest, especially when you're vulnerable and down in the dumps, you'll have a bad time like me, and you might not even get through it. That's all I can say, really. You know, some people are ignorant and they do mess with it. So stupid. It's like that toy company that's selling Ouija boards to little kids. I mean, they don't know what they're messing with. They're really ignorant. There's a lot of ignorant people. And when you're ignorant, I mean, how can you be ignorant when you don't know if it's true or not? Baffles me, it really does. I mean, where my gift is rare, it's rare because I have been taken over. And even these messages from the famous on YouTube there, a lot of people don't believe it, you know, but that's where the spirit, where my gift is rare, it's where the spirit actually works through me and talks in their own voice. But they're still using my vocal cord, you know, and that's where the gift is rare. There's a lot of psychics that can't do it. And I could also do it the other way, where I just repeat what the spirit says instead of them saying it in their own voice. I mean, I have used this gift. I've used it in spiritual churches, where the spirit speaks for theirself. I've also used it on readings on people that's on Facebook. And their granddad comes through, and the way his habits were, the way he used to sit, and he was giving messages to these people. And I've done it with loads of people, and he said, wow, that's definitely my granddad. The way he sits, and even the tone and the voice, and even the way he sits and everything. I mean, that's how you prove it. It was in front of Yoko Ono, and John Lennon was working through me in his own voice, and give the right messages out. That's how you prove it's life after death. Anyway, anyone wants any proof or anything like that, to give free readings on the will. Free of charge, no money. Okay, because I'm here to prove there's life after death, and I don't need the money. I'll leave it at that anyway. You know where I am, anybody, if you want any advice to do with the spiritual world, because I know a little bit more than most. Bye-bye. Bye-bye for now, everybody. Bye-bye.